Autumn. Keep it moving like my Lisa. Think to fly, but where you Visa? Mona Lisa, kinda Lisa needs an ice cream and a treat. Keep it moving like my Lisa. Think to fly, but where you Visa? Mona Lisa, kinda Lisa needs an ice cream and a treat.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening.
All right, welcome to Build. I'm glad to have you here in person and online. So if you're new to fitness classes at all, and I'm going to shut this door, give you a little bit more space back here. We'll just pretend, and actually, we'll wait. Somebody comes in. If not, we'll shut that door in like 5 minutes. I'll give you some more room. Thank you for being here. So if you haven't been in any of my classes before, anytime that you come in, I will have the equipment needed in the top right corner of the board, as well as I'll have the exercises we're doing for the day listed down below that. Okay, if you're online, sorry, I don't give you any information before, so you just have to roll with us. For the format of the Build class, so how this class works, in each class, we'll start off with an overview of all the movements, how to do them, we'll go through all those, and then we'll jump right into a 2-round warm-up that lasts about 6 minutes to get ready for that workout. For the actual workout, we have 8 movements total, and we do each one for 45 seconds. And when I say movements, we could have 2 or 3 movements in one block. So basically, we have 8 blocks of movements we're going to do, and each block is going to last 45 seconds. Once we finish 45 seconds, we're going to jump right into that next block of movements, do it 45 seconds, no rest in between, right through every single one until we get through all 8. Once we get through all 8 movements, you get 1 minute's rest, and then we're going to repeat. And this class is 5 rounds, okay? It's great. It's good stuff. So for the first class, though, we shorten it up a little bit. We only do 4 rounds because we're going to do a little bit of education tutorials at the beginning. That will just be in the first class. So if you ever need to re-go over any of those, you can visit class 1 of any of my sessions, and you can get that information. So before we get started on that, the first thing we want to go over is bracing technique. So if you took my Tabata class, you're just going to go over it with me again. So we always want to make sure we're braced, specifically through all day, everyday activities. So what we learn through and go through here, you can apply that to at work. Picking up your keys when you drop them, unloading the dishwasher, sitting at your desk for 6-7 hours at a time. This can all be beneficial. And the thing with bracing is it's super important when you're exercising. So you have a lot more torque, a lot more weight, a lot more high-intensity movements for the potential for injury. So let's jump into the bracing sequence. So go and take just your normal stance, relaxed stance that you have, and then what I'm going to have you do is just engage your glutes. Squeeze those glutes and release them. So when you're squeezing your glutes, pay attention to if you feel your hips rotating, shifting. They should shift, feel, and pull a little bit. Usually it's going to pull the front up a little bit more, the back down. So what we're going to do is engage those glutes. The next thing is lift your pelvic floor or your bladder up into your stomach. Imagine lifting that whole area up high, and you'll kind of feel that turn on right above your belt line just a little bit. Once you feel that pulled up and in, you're going to engage your core, imagining like tightening a corset. So you're going to tighten, squeeze your core together. Next piece, pull those shoulder blades slightly back and together, and then head up in that strong position. Go ahead and release it. We're going to go through it one more time, and we're going to do some movement with it, okay? So normal stance, engage those glutes, pull that pelvic floor, that bladder up and in, tighten that corset, tighten that core, slight tension between your shoulder blades, head up in a neutral position. Keeping that core braced and held in, you can release those glute tension. As long as you're keeping that core, and take a few steps with those shoulder blades pulled back, that core is strong, and as you're moving, go ahead and release it. And you feel that slight slump, that slight drop that happens. So that's going to be the difference between a braced, strong posture versus being not. So when you're not in that braced posture, a lot of times you'll land on your joints. Our bodies are super lazy and always want to find the easiest, most convenient way to do stuff to where we don't have to use energy and calories to support ourselves. So your body's going to go right to sit, rest on the joints. Your knees, instead of holding yourself up, you can feel them, they're going to hyperextend a little bit. You're going to sit in those joints. Okay, and over time, they create a lot of wear and tear, and especially with weight, high impact, you want to be using the muscle to maintain all those movements, okay? If you're taking that throughout your day and throughout when you're not exercising, you want about a 2 out of 10 intensity for all that bracing. But you're also braced, right? Didn't let it go? Yeah, I like it. So remember, maintain that bracing. Try to keep it throughout the day. Definitely throughout all class, okay? Right now, I don't care about the rest of the day, but I will at some point. But right now, just in class, stay braced. So our first movement today is going to be a Romanian deadlift. So we'll start without weights here. So basically, still braced? Oh yeah, oh yeah. So from this position, we're going to do a hip hinge. So we're going to push those hips back, and we'll all do this together. Slight bend in those knees, and as you push those hips back, you're dropping that chest forward. You're going to feel a stretch through those hamstrings, through those glutes. Keep that weight even on your feet. We don't want those toes coming up with all the weight in the heels. We don't want the heels coming up with all that weight in the toes, okay? From that position, we're still braced and strong. We have tension through those shoulder blades, and then go and push those hips forward to stand up out of that position, okay? That's going to be a hip hinge. What we're going to do is, so we're going to have weights, pretend weights in our hands. We're going to push those hips back, and as we do, keep those glutes and hamstrings squeezed strong. They're activated. You're using those muscles. And then shorten those muscles. Use the glutes and hamstrings to push your hips forward, pull yourself up, and at top, pull those shoulder blades back. Squeeze those glutes at the top. All right, go and grab that weight you have. Feel free just to grab one. We don't need both. Just grab one with 2 hands. And so for that first movement right here, we're going to be in that brace position. We're going to sit back, tension, glutes, hamstrings, feel that tension. Really squeeze through it, pull yourself up, push those hips forward, squeeze those glutes at the top, okay? And then one thing that's helpful is if you turn sideways real quick with the mirror here, this way you can check your form. Is my low back pulled in? Is it rounding? Is my chest up? Am I in a good position for that, okay? And so what we can practice, if you find that you're bending a little bit and you're kind of in this position, when you stand up, we'll all try this here. Roll your hips forward, roll your hips back, okay? Forward, back, back. Put it in the back position, and that's going to kind of help hold you and keep that neutral spine in that low back, okay? Shoulder blades pulled back. For the next movement we have is going to be overhead hold, okay? And if you're at home for those RDLs, feel free to do those without weight or grab a backpack. What I do at home is grab a backpack, throw some books, my old college books if you have them. Never use them, but they're always there in your house for some reason, still have them. And then you can do that same thing holding that weight, okay? Next one in here is overhead hold. So you're going to take both those weights, you're going to hold them directly overhead, and you're just going to hold that position. Anytime we're overhead, there's a very high potential for injury if we're not intentional. Remember, stay really strong and brace through that core, but most importantly, make sure you have tension through those shoulder blades. So when you're up, you're actively squeezing and depressing those scapula, holding that position, all right? If you ever weightlifted and feel you lose a lot of strength overhead, it's usually because you're not engaging those scapula together, okay? Next, and if you're at home and you don't have the weights, what you're going to do is you're going to come down to the floor, push those hips up, and you're going to hold this downward dog position, okay? And you're just going to do the same thing. Core is activated, upper back scapula activated. Next movement we have is bent over low rows with the bicep curl. So let's get back into that position here. Push those hips back. And from here, what we're doing is we're going to pull those elbows back and up, okay? Think of activating your lats on the side of your back. You can always think of squeezing your elbows in towards your body as you pull up. And then at the top, squeeze those scapula together in the center of your back, all right? Slow, strong contractions, okay? You can move fast, you can throw a lot of weight around, but if you want results, slow, time under tension, focus on the contractions. A great way to do it is think, what muscle am I trying to work? Am I feeling in that muscle? No? I'm doing something wrong. Yes? Great. See how much tension I can get within that contraction. So we're going to do 5 rows there. Finish your 5th one, then you're going to stand up, 1 bicep curl, right back down into those rows, okay? For that one at home, you're going to be doing T flutters, okay? You're just going to be right here, fluttering, squeezing those scapula together, keeping those thumbs up in that position. Next movement in class, bicep curl, tricep extension. So biggest thing with bicep curls is we all tend to cheat. Again, our bodies are lazy. They want to make it easy. So when we do bicycle curl, a lot of times we'll move those elbows forward, start to recruit that front head of that delt here, and then lift up. Versus if you keep your elbows in line with your body as you do a bicep curl, it's forcing your biceps to do all that work, all right? Second thing is we want to stop about 3/4 of the way from the top. Still braced, right? Oh yeah, still braced, and so those elbows are going to stay right in line, and we're going to stop about 3/4, come right back down, stop about 5/6 of the way down. You're still keeping that constant tension within that movement. You don't want to fully slack and release. So we do 5. The next, for tricep extensions, you have 2 options. You can do overhead tricep extensions here. Remember, braced here and here if you're going to do that. Elbows stay in place. Or you can bend over into that row position. Elbows stay high, and you're going to extend, flex, bring them back down just to about 90, and then back up. If you go anywhere past 90, you're relaxing your triceps, you're using your biceps. So remember, always try to think, am I keeping the tension that I want? At home, palm down, palm up. You're going to do 5 simultaneous bicep curl, tricep extension, and then you're going to switch, rotate to the opposite side, okay? Remain that constant tension. Next movement we have today is push-ups into mountain climbers, all right? So I got a lot of main movements here just because we're going to practice with them today. Feel free to start without weight with a lot of these. If they're not familiar, you can always incorporate more weight and do more. So for push-ups, the biggest thing is when we're in position, okay, we really want to get braced. We really want to think of peacocking that chest up or standing in like an assertive posture. So if I'm normally standing like this, I'm going to lift my chest up and pull my shoulder blades down and back. Hands below your chest. So go and get into that position. Pull shoulder blades down and back. The chest is going to stay up, and your hands are going to be low, just below the chest in about this area, okay? When we press forward, we're going to stop short. We don't want our shoulders rolling forward, okay? Once you roll the shoulders forward, you lose that bracing through that scapula, and when we have that bracing in the scapula, it gives us a strong foundation to power from, more muscle recruitment, more power to push. So when we get in that position, we're going to go up, and we're going to stop here, and we're going to go back down, okay? Let's all get into the ground, and we're going to start with a kneeling push-up here. So we're braced, shoulder blades are pulled down, chest is up. From this position, are our hands directly under our chest, or are they under our face? If they're under your face, scoot them down a little bit. If they're too low, bring them up a little bit, just under shoulders. Keep that tension to the chest, and slowly, keeping those scapula squeezed, strong tension to the chest, press yourself back up, all right? So we really want to focus. If you can, try to keep tension through the chest on the way down, have tension at the bottom all the way up, keep that tension in the chest. More time under tension, more muscle development, more growth, more strength. And then we're going to do 3 push-ups right into 5 mountain climbers. So mountain climber, you're in that plank position, you're just driving a knee up, and you're alternating side to side, all right? It's up to you. If you want, you can do 3 and 5, you can do 5 and 3, you can do 5 and 5. I don't necessarily care about the ratio. Feel free to make it your own in those. Next movement is boat pose. So let's all get on the ground, because this one, there's a high proponent. We're doing something a little bit off here. So when we're sitting here, basically in this position, what we're going to want to do is pull that low back in, straighten it up, chest stays up, and then we're just going to lean back, okay? Keep your hands in front of you. If you can like pull your shirt in and kind of see where that low back, we don't want to be bending and rounding here, all right? Chest up, low back pulled in. If you have a really strong core, you can lift both of your feet, or you can alternate straightened leg. I'm not flexible enough right now. But you can do that through the movement, okay? Next movement we have is alternating lunges. Feel free to start without weight. You can add weight. If you don't want weight, you can make jumping, alternating lunges. Up to you, do the movements you like and feel good. With lunges, still braced, always. As we step out, the biggest thing, we don't want the knee going over the toe, okay? And we want that weight even from heel to toes. So that weight's gonna stay stable the whole time, and that knee is gonna stay in line with that toe. We don't want that knee tracking or caving in or overtly going outside, okay? So let's do that one real quick. Think control, slow, balance. As you step out, control it, knee in line with that toe. Where's the weight on that foot? Is it even? Chest up, core strong, come back to standing. If you feel a lot of tension through your knees with lunges or the bottom of your knees, a lot of times that means you have too much weight into your toes, not enough weight into your heels, all right? If you switch that weight and you still have it, instead of stepping forward into a lunge, you can go ahead and step back. forces you to shift your weight back a little bit to the opposite foot and a little bit more into your heel. So we're still pretty close to about 60-40 instead of 50-50. And we're just alternating through those. Last movement, goblet squat. The best way to know if you have heavy enough weight for a goblet squat is if you can take it and fully extend it without having to shift your body. So if I grab my weight, and make sure you're braced, if I can fully extend it without my torso shifting back, this is not enough weight for a goblet squat, okay? Just a good rule of thumb, because you want for a goblet squat, you want a counterbalance. So take your weight, palm in palm here. We're gonna be braced, and let's all do this together. Push those hips back, knees in line with those toes, weight even on those feet, and you're gonna come back up out of that position, okay? It's helpful, you can hold it. I mean, you can do it however you want. I personally like it here, but that's up to you. And with that goblet squat, if you want, you get to the bottom, you can do an extension if you want, okay? Remember, slow, controlled, strong movements. And for that last one, if you're at home, you can just get rid of the weight if you don't have it. You can do regular air squats, squat jumps, whichever you prefer. Whew, it's a mouthful on the first day. Any questions before we get started? All right, let's do it. Let's get ready to warm up. Woo! That's probably loud to this speaker. Starting with those jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember, if you need to minimize that impact to start warming up, you can be right here. If you're like me, I can't do jumping jacks right away, can't jump right away, my knees and ankles hurt. So start feet together, go out, in, out, in. When you go out, hands go up, and in. Right here. Nice, find your own tempo. Only at about 40% here. Air squats. Hips go back, knees in line with those toes. Weight stays even on those feet. Nice, stay with it. Nice, keep that tension. How's it going? Good. Feel free if you want to take a spot right up here in front if you want. And we're starting the warm up. High knees. Feel free to start slow, marching, lower that impact, but stay braced, stay strong, use that core, drive those knees up. Nice, if you can help it, try not to let the torso move a lot side to side. Try to keep it straight up and controlled. Lunges, alternating here. Slow, controlled, no wobble. Keep that torso up. You can handle that balance, that stretch. Feel free to implement a twist towards that knee that's in front. Down, twist, nice. If your left foot's going forward, turn towards that left foot. Nice. Arm circles. Full range of motion here. Really reach. Warm up those shoulders. Reverse. Opposite direction. Inchworms to push-ups. So here, try not to round that low back. Bend those knees if you need. Walk out to plank. And then a push-up at the bottom. Walk those hips back up. Weight on the hands and then back down into a push-up. Keep that core strong. You can stretch out at the top. Stretch those calves. Stretch those hamstrings. Jumping jacks. Round 2. Picking up that tempo a little bit. At about 60, 65% here. Nice. Keep an eye out if you got weights on the floor. Nice, stay braced. Stay strong. Every time this makes me think of the Spotify commercial. Every single time. Air squats. Hips go back, knees in line with those toes. Control it. Don't bounce at the bottom. Stop and come back up. Think of those hips going first. Hips go back, and then down. Weight even on those feet. Nice. Control. High knees. Feel free to stay in those marches, or you can pick it up to quick high knees. Nice, stay braced. Keep that core strong. Keep breathing. Lunges. If you find yourself getting overly winded, feel free to slow it down a little bit. Just in the workout. Find your own tempo, your own pace. Slow control. No wobbles here. If you want extra balance work, find a plank. Try to stay in line with that plank. Work on that balance. Arm circles. Full range of motion here. Reverse. Let's really reach, warm up those shoulders. Inchworms into push-ups. Control that movement. Try not to let those hips rotate side to side. Keep that low back pulled in. And breathe through that stretch. Feel free to pump out those legs, stretch those calves, hamstrings. Take a break. Remember, through all my classes, go at your own pace. My classes are never going to get easier, I promise you. It's not going to happen. You're just going to be able to do more. You're going to get stronger. Ask someone to stuck around for a session or two. It's probably just as hard as the first time you came, but you can do a heck of a lot more. Don't have to keep my tempo. Don't have to keep your neighbor's tempo. Find your own tempo. And in 10 seconds, we're starting with those RDLs. In 5, 3, 1. Grab those weights. So pushing those hips back, knees in line with those toes, and we're dropping that chest down. Nice. Stay. So I'll stand up real quick. So just do a slight bend, just a slight bend in the knees, and then only push the hips back. Drop that chest right about there. Perfect. You can straighten the knees a little bit. And so straighten up a little bit. There you go, right there. Weight a little bit more on the toes. Nope, you can come back up. So just slight bend right here. And then just keep that bend. We're not gonna bend anymore. You're just gonna drop your chest forward. Yep, and then pull those elbows back. And you're gonna try to squeeze through here, here, and here. Nice. And if you want, you're a little bit low, you can stand up a little bit too if you want. Perfect. Stay with it, stay with it.
You know I'm back, like I never left.
Only one thing I'm gonna change, bring your hands just a hair closer, not quite that, a little bit out, and then bring the elbows back at about a 45 to over here. So, yep, just like that, and it's gonna force you to activate the chest a little bit more. Nice, those are perfect.
You died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep off in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head. Whoa.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am. How could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking Victorian. Oh yes it is. You know that we've been going it since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah, we went on guard. Things are just things. They don't make you who you are. Can't pack up a U-Haul and take it with you when you're gone. We posted on the porch, my family's glasses to the stars. My grandma smiling down on me like, "Woo, that boy got bars." Okay, yes I do. I said amen and hallelujah. Let me testify to another morning. A morning won't let self get in my way. I got my breath, I got my faith, and I remember why I came.
Feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am. How could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious. We gon' be alright with that all my life. When I open my eyes, hope I see you shine. We're planting our flag, they don't understand. The world is up for grabs. We gon' be alright with that all my life. When I open my eyes, hope I see you shine. We're planting our flag, they don't understand. The world is up for grabs. I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am. How could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise.
So this one we're just gonna have a slight bend in those knees, and all you're doing is pushing those hips back and letting that chest drop forward. And then from here, straighten back up. So no arms on this one, so go ahead and stand up. You're gonna just keep the weight or your hands in front of you, right here, and all you're gonna do is push those hips back and drop them down towards your toes without bending the knees. So that weight comes forward a little bit. There you go, just right there, and then stop, pull it back up, squeeze your glutes, push the hips forward at the top, and then back down, hips go back, nice, and then back up. Nice, and then keep that tension right through back down. Stay with it, stay with it. Tension through those glutes, hammies, all the way down, all the way up. Overhead hold. Single or double weight here. Keep that core strong, scapula strong. Nice, stay with it. Sink into that rhythm. Stay braced strong here. Really pull that core up and in. Nice job. Don't release that brace. Bent over, low row into those bicep curls. So push those hips back. Row, you got 5. 5, then you stand, bicep curl. Back down into that row. Nice job. Stay with it, stay with it. Keep going, keep going. Nice. Stay there, stay there. Bicep to tricep, 5 and 5. If you got 2 heavy weights, you can use the single, remember. Elbows in line, side of the body, chest stays up, shoulder blades pull back down. Nice. Keep working, stay with it.
Shake, shake.
Yeah.
So I'm down. Go and just try to keep a little bit more weight back here. No, you can bring it back, but try to keep your weight on your heel a little bit. So when you come down, I have my weight right here. So weight and that, there it is, right there. Perfect, that was good. For everybody at home, my mic was off for that last little bit. My bad. That's on me. "20 seconds. Remember, move through that recovery. If your muscles feeling tired, keep moving. I like it. Beat up the ghosts. Take them out. In 10, we're starting those RDLs. In 5, 3, 1. We're moving. Constant tension from that glute down that hamstring. Nice. Nice work. Keep that weight on. Nice job, nice job. Nice. Switch and that overhead hold. Up over top, stay braced, stay strong. We're braced, we're controlled. Nice job, stay with it. If you're at home, you're doing that downward dog hold on the ground. Switch, bent over rows into that bicep curl. Hips go back, and we're pulling. Nice work. Nice. Nice job. In the bottle, it's Nicky full throttle, it's swimming in the grotto, we winning in the lotto, we dipping in the pot of blue flow. So good, it's dripping on bicep to tricep. Bang bang cocking it, Queen Nikki dominant, prominent. It's me, Jesse and Ari. If they test me, they sorry. Riders up like a Harley, then pull off in this Ferrari. Don't let those elbows move. Nice work. It ain't karaoke night, we get the mic 'cause I'm singing. To the A, to the N, to the G, to the Hey. Stay braced, core strong, scapula strong. Woo, let's work. Stay with it. Keep working. Push-ups into those mountain climbers. Again, tension through those shoulder blades, tension through that chest, control down, stop, control up. Don't let those hips sag, don't let the hips drop on that push-up. Keep that strong plank. Nice. Keep working, don't let up. Doesn't matter. Stay with the regular or from the knees. As long as they're good reps. I don't care. Boat pose. Pull that low back in, chest up. If you want a little assistance, put those weights out. If you don't, weights, hands out. Nice job. Feel free to turn sideways. Look at that low back. Am I here or am I dropped? And I'm here. If you want more core work, drop lower. If you want less, come up. Stay with it. Keep working. Lunges. We're alternating. Balance and control. No wobble. What I'll tell myself is if I wobble, I have to drop the weight. This says I don't have enough control. Nice work. Stay with it. Switch goblet squat. Palms together. Control down. Hold it. Control up. Remember, if you want, you can get rid of that. Air squat it. Have the whole rest of your life to add more weight. I want good form. Nice job. Take a break. Woo, Nelly. 1 minute, and we're in our last round. Remember, take breaks as you need. Move through that recovery. Step out, get a drink. But if you feel good, let's work here. Yes. In 5, 3, well, when the next song starts, how about that? Into the playlist. Oh, there it is, let's go! RDLs. Push those hips back, knees stay in line with those toes. Nice job. Pull that low back in.
Romance. I want you ugly, I want you disease, I want you every
it, stay with it. Overhead hold. We're strong and we're up. We're over the top. Nice job. If with any movements you ever feel joint pain, nerve pain, tingling, feel free to stop that movement, get rid of that weight. Yeah. Muscle fatigue, keep going. Stay strong. 10 seconds, stay with it. Shoulder blades strong, keep that core pulled in. Bent over row, and that bicep curl. So we're here, pulling up, squeeze. Nice. Don't round that low back. Nice work. Bicep curl. Wait, no, is that right? It is bicep curl, tricep extension. 5 and 5. Chest up, shoulder blades fold back. Stay braced. Keep that corset on and strong. Pelvic floor lifted up and in. Nice. Push-ups into those mountain climbers. 3 and 10. Keep moving, keep moving. You need to take a second, take a second. If you're working, just freaking go. Stay with it, stay with it. Woo! Nelly. Stay there. Boat pose. 3 movements left. Let's go. You're almost there. Pull that low back up and in. Chest high. Shoulder blades fold back. Control your difficulty. You can be here. You can be here. You can be here. Find your level right now. Let's go. Stay there, stay there. Lunges. We're alternating. Focus on control. No wobble here. Slow. Weight even on that foot. Where's that weight? Nice job. Stay with it. Control. You can even see how slow can you move in it. Can you keep that balance? Keep that control. Keep working. Goblet. Woo! Last one, y'all. Let's go. You don't have to see me for 2 days, unless you're in Tabata. Control. Keep those glutes engaged. Don't only use those quads. Nice work. Last 10 seconds. Stay with it. Slow, control. Try to hit that depth. Take a break. Nice. Work, y'all. Woo. Let's get ready for that cool down. As you're cleaning up, wiping up, start to slow that breathing down. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth.
Hit it from the back and drive you wild.
Take a couple minutes, slow that breathing down before we start stretching.
Had to let you know you're hands on your body. I don't wanna waste no time. Feels like forever, even if forever's tonight. Just lay with me. Waste this night.
Once you're ready for those deep breaths, breathe in through the nose on the way up, out through the mouth,
Happy that you
on the way down.
Swear to God I'm down. If you down, all you gotta say is right. Girl, anything I could do just to make you feel right.
Don't match my breathing right here. Don't match your neighbors. Find your own. Find that own rate of breath for yourself. On that last inhale up. On that exhale, pull that arm across. And that stretch. Through all these stretches, keeping that slight core tension. Just about a 2 out of 10 intensity. And keep those breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Focus on slowing. On all those exhales, trying to stretch a little further into that stretch. And release and switch. If you find you're shrugging those shoulders up and really tense, let them relax. Let them drop down.
I cannot give you everything. You know I wish I could. I'm so high at the moment. I'm so caught
Turn your
up
focus
in
inwards
it.
for these stretches.
Yeah, we're just
Pay
young,
attention to
dumb,
what your
and
body's
broke,
telling you.
but we still got
Honor
love
it.
to give while
And
we're
release.
young,
Pull it
dumb,
on behind.
dumb, and broke.
Grab that
Young,
elbow.
dumb, young, dumb, and broke. Young, dumb, dumb, and broke. Young, dumb, broke high school kid.
Go and release and switch. Your mind might wander to work, to projects. Keep it here. Keep your focus inside with these stretches.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. What's fun about commitment when we have
Go and release. Take those arms behind. Clasp those fingers together. Pull those shoulders down. Chest up and open. And roll that neck. Stretching the shoulder, chest, neck. Go and release. Inhale up. On that exhale, bring it down into a deep full squat. You can have your feet wider, closer together. Find where's most comfortable for you. Working on developing that depth. Trying to get those feet flat on the ground. If you can't and you're here, feel free to lean forward. We're just working on developing. Try to keep that chest up in that position. If your feet are flat, you can take those elbows to the inside, palms together, and press them out. So remember, keep that chest up, shoulder blades pulled back and down. Nice. And just breathe. Same thing with stretches. Take breaks when you need. Stretching isn't easy. Stretching is work. Develop that flexibility. Go ahead and take a seated position on the ground. Rolling onto your back. Pulling your feet up closer to your glutes. Take your right ankle, put it on top of your left knee, and then grab that opposite knee and pull it up towards your chest. You can grab those hamstring, or if you want more of a stretch, grab that shin. But try to keep that low back on the floor if you can. And breathe. Belly breaths here.
So I just had to let you know the way that Gucci look on you amazing. But nothing can compare to when you naked. Now we're back with intimate, he got you fed. Saying you the one for me, I need to flex it. Started when we were younger. Swear to God that I loved her. Sorry that your mom found out. Guess that we just really had the thunder.
Go and release, drop that leg, switch over to that opposite side, pull that leg up.
Hey, beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. Love your imperfections, every anger. Tomorrow comes and goes before you know. So I just had to let you know.
Drop those legs down fully all the way to the floor. Bring your knee up to chest. Pull that knee to your chest. And then drop that leg across your torso, keeping that opposite arm and shoulder down. Find those breaths. Go and release back to center. Drop that leg, bring the opposite knee up. Drop it across the torso, keeping that arm and shoulder down.
See you shine in the night like a diamond in your heart.
Go and bring it back to center. Coming up to seated. Pulling those feet together for that butterfly stretch. Here, try to keep that chest up, and that low back pulled in. And either try to pull those feet closer together to increase that stretch, or you can leave them out, elbows into the knees, and pull yourself forward.
I swear when nobody's around.
Go and release both those feet out. Pick one ankle, pull it back towards your glute, stretching that quad. Feel free to stay here. As your flexibility increases, you can lower and drop and press those hips forward. Stretches, pay attention to if you're keeping that muscle tight. If you're keeping tension in it, breathe and relax that muscle. Breathe in through our nose, out through the mouth. Release, switch that opposite side. Pay attention if you have asymmetries. Notice if one side is tighter than the other. Slowly, as you're ready, bring your feet together, coming to standing. Don't rush from laying down to standing. Take your time. Finishing with 3 deep breaths. In through the nose on the way up, out through the mouth on the way down. Last breath up, and then hold it in at the top for a 3 count, and blow it out. Great job today, everybody. Nice work. Remember, make sure you get a good dinner, drink lots of water, get at least 6 hours of sleep. Shoot for 8. Try to get 8. And just remember, class doesn't necessarily get easier. So no matter who's here, it's tough. But if you keep coming, you just get stronger. Not the best incentive to come back, but you can do it. If you're online with us, don't forget to like and subscribe and for updates, and thank you for being here.
Send me your location, let's ride the vibrations. I don't need nothing else but you. At times I wonder why I fool with you, but this is new to me. This is new to you. Initially, I didn't wanna fall, but you gathered my attention, it was all for you. So don't take advantage, don't leave my heart damaged. I understand that things go a little bit better when you plan it. Oh, so won't you send me your location? Let's focus on communicating, 'cause I just need the time and place to come through. Send me your location, let's ride the vibrations. I don't need nothing else but you. I don't wanna fall in love off a subtweet, so let's get personal. I got a lot of cool spots that we can go. Tell me what's the move and I got you. I'm only acting like this 'cause I like you. just give me the vibe to slide in. Oh, I might make you mine by the night. Then ship me your location. Let's focus on communicating. Cause I just need the time and place to come through. Send me your location. Let's find the vibrations. I don't need nothing